with all of these projects getting canceled, and we have a few more projects that we're going to talk about that have got canceled, aka Armor Wars, because the director spoke on it. It seems like the MCU is trying to speed track through the Multiverse Saga to get us to the mutants. With the Blade being canceled and a lot of these other projects being canceled. The Scarlet Witch movie rumored to get moved, and they are still trying to figure out if they want to put Doctor Strange after Doomsday or move him so after the Multiverse Saga is over. But but the rumor going around is that X-Men is the first movie that they want to do post Secret Wars.
That's why I don't get when everyone's like, "Oh, this is the first." Like, bro, like people are talking about, "Oh, Thor's going to be the first one," or like, bro, everyone's been saying for years it's going to be X-Men. The one I don't think they are trying to fast track it, because if you look at the timetable, like, this saga started in 2019 with Far From Home, and talking about 2026 and 2027 is when the Secret Wars is coming out. That's 8 years.
Yeah.
I think that as far as we've known, like the Avengers movies, for a long time, they've always been slated for 2026, 2027. Actually, I think when they first announced Kang Dynasty, it was even sooner. I think they originally said 2025.
Yeah. I don't think they're trying to fast track. It's just that a lot of the content hasn't been up to par with what we're used to. And that's what I think a lot of fans got to understand. And with a lot of projects being canceled, Marvel is just playing it safe. Okay, there's a difference between playing it safe and trying to fast track. I think because look, right now, this is the last week of Agatha. We're going to get Ironheart because they filmed that. But after that, they're pretty much focused on the big players.
I hope so.
Well,
if we get another show
it has to be from all the projects that we have seen. Everything other than Ironheart is big players. Daredevil, Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, Avengers, Doomsday, Spider-Man.
Thunderbolts I'm excited for it, but I wouldn't call them big players. And by the way, I just looked it up. Kang Dynasty original release date was May 2nd, 2025.
Yeah. So they're technically still on track. Well, they're a year off track.
Oh, they're behind.
They're like a year behind, but
and they should be behind because so many of their plans fell apart. But I'll tell you this: if Kevin Feige gets on a stage and announces another show like Gagatha again, I am gonna lose my mind.
Yeah, I agree. There is no way you keep playing like this. Like you gotta go with your big players and leave it there. Leave it there. Like look. I get it. A lot of actors don't want to do series. Well, sorry. We're in a new world now where Netflix is paying people like Denzel millions of dollars to be in series and stuff. This is just the world that we're in, and that's just like where I'm at. And if the big actors don't want to do series, then just stick to the Daredevil and just rock and just make that the only show. That's just how I feel. And make the rest animated shows. I like you can't play with the house like that, man. So that's just where I'm at. But yeah, I do not, and but a lot of people have been feeling that they're trying to speed track, and I don't think they're trying to speed track. They're just taking out a lot of projects that don't mean nothing to the Multiverse Saga, and they're pushing all of the projects that's adding to this Doomsday ball, that we are going to see. And I think that the Fantastic Four is going to be the intro into that. So yeah, I'm pretty hyped.
Yeah, I can't wait for Fantastic. I still can't believe we're getting Fantastic Four this coming summer. Like, that's not that far away.
Wild, bro. Wild. It's just crazy to think that we're getting the Fantastic Four. Well, like even Brave New World. It's wild to think that we're getting a Sam Wilson Captain America movie. Like, that really shocked. It's just.
But there's starting to be some rumblings about that movie that don't sound too good.
Wow, what happened?
People keep saying that there are tests. They did all the reshoots and the test screenings are still not favorable. That's what.
See, they said the same thing about the Thunderbolts, but then they got called out about saying it was a lie. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, hopefully. Listen, I think that movie looks good. I do.
It does. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
So we shall see. We shall see, man. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm really hyped for next year. 2025 is going to be a great year. And Fantastic Four is the movie that I'm mostly. I did this is probably the most movie I've had anticipation for since Endgame, or no, since No Way Home. So I'm pretty excited.
For Brave New World.
No, Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I think like Fantastic Four. That I'm like as excited as I would be for a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four, like they are. I mean, you don't get bigger than that.
And it's the 60s theme with the blue and the white collars. Count me in, bro. Count me in.
Hell
Count
yeah.
me in.
Yeah.